This is the pickleball film room where I'm gonna break down overlooked skills of winning players. This is part 2. In part 1, I went over 6 of those overlooked skills. I'm gonna go over another 6 right now. Let's dive in. Today's video is brought to you by Selkirk. Here's the first one for today, Ernie Pressure. And I made a full-on YouTube video around the Ernie, when to Ernie, how to Ernie the footwork. But right now, I have some 3-5, 4-0 players that I'm breaking down film on. So I wanna talk to you about the way they're doing it and give you one specific tip out of that. So left side, we got Tyler closest to us, JT farther away. Right side in the blue shirt, we have Jack, we got Spencer in the black shirt. Now, on this point, we're gonna put our attention toward the 2 guys closest to us, Jack, bottom of the screen on the right in blue, and then Tyler left closest to us. So Tyler gets the ball, and I was watching this match, and as I watched it, I actually noticed Tyler was dinking down the line a pretty good amount. Jack recognizes that here. Jack goes. I've actually never seen Jack Ernie before in the few times I've played with him, but I love that he went for it here. You gotta start going for it to apply pressure, because if you can apply pressure to your opponents through an Ernie, that's one new skill to have in your bag, to have in your toolkit, so players will not like playing against you because they won't be able to put the ball in certain places. In this situation, you can't dink down the line against Jack, okay? One other thing here that I love, one very specific tactic and tool, Jack does not move, watch this, until after Tyler has made contact. Look where the ball's at. The ball's already here now before Jack is going to make his movement. And why do you Ernie? You Ernie because you want to get closer to the net. You can't hit the ball out of the air if you're standing in the kitchen, but you can run around the kitchen or through the kitchen if you jump over it in order to get your paddle closer to the net like we see Jack doing here, right? Tyler, bring your eyes back to Tyler. Notice his hand's in a forehand position right there. And then last minute, he tries to switch it to a backhand, misses the ball. Great job, Jack. So I'm talking about my guy. All right, here's my guy, JT. Now, I love this. JT goes, that's the right read. All right, JT sees that this guy over here, black shirt, left of the screen, his head's down, he's on his back foot. That's the read to go. It's one of the reads to go. So JT goes. Now JT goes a little bit early, right? He gets a little excited. He's already moving right here, and maybe the other guy, his opponent, was just going middle from the beginning, and so he got away with one, or maybe JT went a little too early, which happens often. Go too early, guy notices it, sees in the corner of his eye, takes the ball back middle so you can't get that Ernie. But nonetheless, the fact that JT goes right here just applies pressure, longer term pressure to his opponent, because now they're thinking, wow, that guy might go and Ernie. So I love that there from JT. Let's see one more here from Tyler. All right, Tyler goes. Tyler also goes a little bit too soon. And Tyler, my guy, you can't touch the net and push off the net in the middle of the point. Tyler. Oh, we're working, my guy. I love it. I love it. Quick interruption. If you're watching this video, I made something specifically for you. It's a 10 video series, 10 mistakes beginners make, delivered to your inbox or email inbox, 1 video a day for 10 straight days. Go to the description below, click the link, enter your email, and you'll start getting videos. All right, back to the video. All right, here's the second one for today. It's called the down volley. I don't know if I came out with that myself or I heard that somewhere. I'll give credit where credit is due if someone says, hey, that was somebody else's term, but that's what I'm calling it, the down volley. So let's watch this clip right here. So Tyler gets in. Now, when I talk about the down volley, what I'm talking about is when you're in a hands exchange or you're blocking a ball. Really, anytime you're taking a ball out of the air, the goal is to be hitting the ball down, right? Because if you hit it down, what does that mean they have to do? They have to hit it back up. And often that's gonna be your put away ball. Okay, so let's watch this clip right here. So JT, bottom of our screen. Way to stay strong with the kitchen line here, JT. So ball gets sped up. That's kind of like 2 up volleys right there, right? So JT, his paddle face is open on contact. Ball goes a little bit up. His opponent also, right, hits the ball slightly up. Now Tyler is the first one to get the ball down. Watch the trajectory of that ball. Let's rewind and I'll play it out. Look at that. And Tyler sets himself up beautifully by getting the first down volley in this little possession, and he puts that ball away, short, compact swing. Really nice down volley there from Tyler. Now watch this down volley from JT. Boom, beautiful. Let's watch that in full speed. Notice he doesn't hit it that hard. He just hits it down, and then Tyler's able to get that ball put away. Let's keep it going. Two beautiful down volleys there by JT. Notice both balls have a trajectory. Slow it down here. Watch the trajectory, okay? And maybe we even get an arrow drawn here down toward the guy in red's legs or feet. There's one, boom, he kind of hits it even higher up. And then JT hits it down again. Let's assume this ball went in. That's a put away. It went out there so they won the point, but just a beautiful job of getting down volleys. One very specific adjustment you can make with your paddle is if you're hitting your paddle, here, turn it, right? So when you're here, you're hitting the ball down more than just slapping at it with the paddle face that's open. Okay, here's the third one for today. It's dink to inside foot. Okay, what does that mean? Let's break it down. We're gonna see a possession here. Love the Ernie, JT, I see you, boy. Okay, right here. Boom, let me play that at full speed so you can see it once. Okay, Tyler gets it, JT's back in position. I see you, Jack, going to Tyler's inside foot. We'll see a different camera angle right here. Okay, watch this, see a quick possession. Now watch, it's right here, okay? Jack decides I'm gonna go to his inside foot. Now, why is the inside foot a good place to go? Well, number one, a lot of players have bad backhands in general, right? So it's a good place to attack. Number two, the inside foot, it's just a difficult dink. It's not a dink we practice that often, right? So you put it there low, you put it there right at his back foot, he's off balance, his head's down, he's already not incredible at backhand dinking yet, right, as most players aren't, and he just sends the ball out. People are gonna send it out, they're gonna send it high for a put away. A lot of good stuff will happen for you if you hit that ball into that inside foot. Now, there is some danger to it, so let's assume you missed it a little bit high. JT's sitting there with the forehand, right? So you gotta be careful. Jack does a beautiful job here of keeping the ball down and getting it some depth. So we had down and depth, and that's what creates this mishap there by Tyler. Here's the fourth one, and I love this one because it's a mindset thing. Make one more ball. What does that mean? Well, let's take a look. So in this possession, we see JT get aggressive. All of a sudden, clearly the guys up top, Jack and Spencer, they're behind in this point, meaning they are at a disadvantage. Tyler and JT are dictating. Smash down. But up top, Jack and Spencer just make one more ball until that moment happens. All right, they just continue to make one more ball until that moment happens. Gets JT reaching. So this is a mindset thing. And in fact, listen to what Jack says the moment after this happens.
We did not deserve to win that point.
He said, we did not deserve to win that point. Well, Jack, I totally disagree with you. I think the odds were against you to win the point, but it's actually quite surprising how often the team who's, quote, behind in the point, or the team that's just making one more ball, ends up winning the point, because there's this psychological thing that goes on where the team, JT and Tyler down below, they feel like they should have won the point 3, 4, 5 times already, and they haven't, because you've just continued to miss it high and get one more ball. Now, when you're in this position, you're looking for an opportunity to reset a ball so you can get back up to the kitchen line and neutralize the point or turn defense into offense, right? So Spencer does a beautiful job of that right here, right? Makes JT reach. They could come in during that ball. We'll see one more angle from the side here, right? So they would, ideally, they were back at the baseline, wanna move forward to the kitchen here. Fortunately for them, they miss it. That's one of those ones for JT and Tyler you want back because you were ahead in the point for so long. Great job, make one more ball. Here's the fifth one, more smart shots. Now, you gotta define what smart shots are, but we're gonna break down one clip here from JT. I think JT's a really smart player. This is back in this 3-5 tournament. JT and Tyler were in their first tournament. Okay, let's watch through this clip. Let's watch what happens in real time. You know, what happens is smart shots lead to pop-ups, and obviously pop-ups lead to more points won. Okay, so JT hits a drop here, or sorry, Tyler hits a drop here. Okay, they don't get up too far. And at this position, now the ball's pretty high, it's face level. I don't think, actually when I watched this real time, I don't think it was going out. Now maybe I'm totally crazy, maybe it was. But he didn't hit it super hard. But let's assume here it's not going out, JT made the right play, okay? Now, JT got a little bit surprised by how high this ball was. Now he could have ducked and let it go, but he didn't. He's not in a great position to counter-attack here with one hand, and JT currently is working on his two-hand backhand, but doesn't have great strength to slide and hit. So I love that he chose the smart shot here, which was, he's a little bit surprised. Let me hit a reset to space, which is down that left sideline to the guy right in front of him's right side. And as he does that, he immediately gets that guy moving backward on his back foot. He's out of position. So JT just hit a smart shot that led to a pop-up. And a lot of times this might be a winner. It wasn't here, right? But this was the ball that made it all end, right? But what set it up was this decision right here, right? Just hit the easy reset ball, set yourself up, boom. What we often miss, especially at the lower levels, is we don't realize what happens at the higher levels is players, pro players, are setting themselves up for 2, 3, 4 shots down the road. So instead of trying to win the point too early, they choose a smart shot now, and then a smart shot again that leads to a pop-up that leads to an eventual put away. All right, here's the final one for today. This is called the triangle effect. The focus of this is on where the ball is going after a speed up and how you need to be ready if you're not the one who's speeding it up. Let's take a look, okay? So we see Jack here at the bottom of the screen. All right, coming in. Now, direct your attention to the top of the screen. Tyler on the left, JT on the right. Boom, okay? Let's look at this triangle effect. Now, this doesn't always happen. I'm not saying that it does. What I'm suggesting is it happens quite a bit. It's a common pattern that if you're the player who's not speeding the ball up, you need to be ready for this triangle effect. Okay, so watch Tyler here. We'll go slow motion. Tyler speeds it up to the inside. And often when you speed it up to the inside, whether Tyler sped it up here to Jack or over to Spencer, who's in the black shirt, the more likely scenario is the ball is gonna be returned to JT. So JT needs to be ready. Okay, so let's back it up a little bit. He speeds it up, ball to JT, and a put away. That's the triangle effect. Let's watch one more clip here. Now in this one, it doesn't work out as well for Tyler and JT, but the same effect happens, right? This is that fourth shot we talked about. Again, I like what Tyler's doing. I like how Jack and Spencer are moving in a little more, okay? He speeds it up cross court. Look where it goes. Right, JT gets chicken winged. So JT either needed to sit down and scorpion that thing, or more likely maybe slide over and backhand. That's a much higher level skill. But more than anything, regardless of the two things I just said, what JT needs to be most focused on in this moment is if his partner's gonna speed that ball up, which JT's watching, JT needs to be ready. And I think he was here. It was a good shot by Jack. And the last one he definitely was, but you need to be ready. If you're not the partner speeding it up and they're speeding it up cross court, you gotta be ready. You're in a stance, you're ready to put that ball away. Jack takes advantage of that one. They end up winning that point, but that's the triangle effect. Those are 6 overlooked skills winning players have. If you enjoyed that video and you missed part 1, click right here to see the first 6 overlooked skills that I talked about. Otherwise, good luck at your next match. Disappear.